Today's video is all about trying to not throw something into the landfill, but try to do everything you can before you dispose or recycle something. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to take this apart and see what is wrong. So this diffuser obviously comes with the little port in the back, charger not included, but I'm going to use my own charger. And the remote is pretty nifty, and there's a battery in the remote. I already checked the battery. It's supposed to turn on at this point and supposed to light up, but it's not. So completely dead, and we're gonna inspect what it is. So what I'm gonna do first is take this apart. As you can see, the bottom had 4 screws. I removed a couple of them, loosened the other ones, and they all fall out. Now we could safely open this up, I believe. Yes, comes right out. Actually, that part comes out anyway. So here we see the circuit. So this is interesting. What you can see here is 2 fans. Obviously, fans are the ones I believe is going to diffuse the water, just like a humidifier. And you have the power coming in. Here's the USB-C connection. And also there is this white wire going here to the LED on the top. Light, fan, power. Anything going on here, I can't fix much because it's IC, and all I can do now is track back to the source and see if there's power coming in, and then there's power going out to the fan and the peripherals. So let's do that. Take a multimeter and see if the power is coming into this particular USB-C, which is 5 volt DC. I'm going to remove this wire, which is that USB-C power hub. Let's connect the USB-C, and let me put the multimeter here and see if there's 5 volt DC coming in. Right, I'm putting a multimeter here right on the DC connection, and I'm getting a value of 0. So that is good news, because what it tells us the problem is right here on the power source and not on the IC circuit, which means it's fairly easy. We just need to replace this connection with something else that gives 5 volt DC to this circuit. Now I'm going to take this apart and see where the disconnect is in the power supply. 2 screws later, this part comes apart. Okay, and this is the faulty part. I put across here and measured the voltage, no power. So this particular socket itself is damaged. What can we do? We can get a board like this. So we just retrofit, basically cut the wire, give any power supply, and let's fix it and see if it works. Okay, here's what I'm doing. Took an old USB wire, has positive negative here, and cut the micro USB part, and then just have the wires stripped right here. All I'm gonna do that is do the same on this side, connect these two, and let's go from there. Okay, and just cut that off using a wire stripper, probably about 18 gauge or 16 gauge. Try the 18 gauge first. There you go. Okay, now we have a couple of stripped wires we just need to put together. Red to red and black to black. Black is negative and red is positive in this case for DC. Okay, temporarily connected them together, but eventually we'll wrap them and make them safe. Right now, just for testing purposes, let's run and see if the circuit powers up. All right, make sure the positive negative doesn't touch, and I'm just gonna plug it into. Oh, I heard a beep, which is a good sign. What I'm gonna do is use the remote and see if it turns on with the light. Beautiful. There you go. And then I believe this turns on the actual fan. Nice. I believe it's beeping because there's no water in there for it to diffuse. But other than that, I believe it's fixed. Let's put it all together, wrap it properly. And that is all it takes to fix something that someone would just throw away or return it because it doesn't work on the first attempt. Here at the DIY channel, I try first before I put it in recycle or throw it. All right, so that is it for today. Again, this is not about the device. It is about the principle of fixing and the right to repair as well as recycle. Wow, it's much more beautiful than I thought. Looks like a fireplace. Totally worth it. If you enjoy the content, please subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.